Welcome to Good Living Daily with me, Chester, and welcome to part 2 of my top tips for your COVID isolation to keep as happy, healthy, and even productive as possible during a 10-day isolation. Fingers crossed you don't have to do it, but if you do, I've got you covered. So if you haven't watched part 1 already, please do go and check that out. Give it a like and a share. It would really help me out. As I finished on the last one, I would highly encourage you to view this 10-day isolation as a positive, not a negative. Think of all the amazing things you can learn, accomplish, get done, all the things that you've always wanted to start that you haven't had the time to do. Now's the time to do it. You've got 10 days. Okay, so let's get straight back into it. Let's go with chew. Chew your food properly. You need to make sure we're as healthy as we possibly can be, as we are at the end of the day fighting a potentially severe, even deadly virus. So, on that subject, I hope you're eating as healthily as possible, but we need to go one step beyond that and not just eat healthily, but eat well. By that I mean we need to chew our food properly. Digestion starts in the mouth. So by chewing our food properly, it gives us our body a chance to really release saliva, which starts to break down many of the macronutrients, easing our digestion as well. Chewing up the food properly makes it smaller and easier for our guts to digest. Why is this so important? Well, as I'm sure you know, our digestive system, our gut, is so important for our general health. It's known as the second brain. And it takes a tremendous amount of energy to function well. If it's not functioning well, it's creating additional stress on our body. And quite simply, we don't need any additional stress at this time. Our body's under enough stress fighting this virus. So, I would encourage you to eat well, eat healthily, and eat that food well itself. Chew 20, even 50 times a mouthful if you can. Okay, on that subject, let's go with number 2. Remove all additional stresses. So, as I've mentioned, we are fighting a virus, we're under stress. So, we need to make sure we remove all other stresses from our body. So, we've already got chewing and our digestive health down, great. We're already meditating, hopefully, which again, just Google meditation and health, you'll be blown away. One of those massive factors of meditation is it reduces our stress. So we're on the right track. But also have a think about alcohol, cigarettes if you smoke, emotional stress, any form of stress on our body we simply don't need. So I would encourage you, this is something that I did, was to consciously choose to let go during your life all the time, but especially during your 10-day isolation, just to keep as healthy as possible. If something's not serving you, let it go. If something angers you or gives you anxiety, make a conscious decision to let it go. Just quickly on the subject of alcohol, my isolation was over the festive period, Christmas and New Year, and quite often I had the temptation to just crack open a few beers and enjoy myself. But I didn't, because alcohol is an additional stress on the body and it's not serving you. Okay, so number 3, we have breathe. COVID-19, we know it really affects our respiratory system. That's the main issue. So our lungs make up a massive part of that. What can we do to keep our lungs and the whole respiratory system and the cardiovascular system as healthy as possible? My thinking was to do some really amazing breathing exercise, really give your lungs a workout. Again, only do this if you're feeling well enough and you are feeling that it's serving you. So what I did every day was follow an amazing video by Wim Hof, who I'm sure all of you know, fantastic guy. So I'll add that link into the description. But I was doing that video and challenging myself to increase my breath hold, my lung capacity every single day during my isolation. And I did, and it was fantastic. Okay, number 4 is contemplate and reflect and plan. So use this 10 days, use this time that you've been blessed with to really reflect on your life. You've got some downtime. You don't have to be at work. You don't have to be doing things and doing things you don't want to do. So really do use this time to reflect how your life's going so far and what would you like to change? What would you like your future to be? What's the best version of you and the best version of your life? You can achieve any of it. Use this time to really decide what it is you want, what's not going so well so far, and how you really want to improve that and build on that into the future. Amazing. And last up, number 5 on this part, apologies, stimulate your mind. So again, I've touched on this already. Those things that you've always wanted to do that you've never had time to do. For me, it was playing the guitar, learning to play. I was just doing some really nice, easy guitar lessons on YouTube, and I actually made some great improvements. Really happy, and it's something that I'm going to keep up now that I'm out of isolation. But also things like reading, stimulating your mind, challenging yourself intellectually. Again, it's all about mind, body and soul. So hopefully I've touched on all 3 of those in my tips. I'd like to leave you with this, and this is a little bonus tip, and it was without a doubt the standout best thing that I did during my isolation. So on my last day, I wanted to do something that I have had the chance to do before, but it's something that I kept putting off, but something that I really did want to do, and that was 24 hours in silence, complete silence. I actually ended up doing 36 hours. Now I am going to do a video specifically on my 24 hours, 36 hours in silence, how I did it and what it meant to me. But I'd like to quickly summarize with this. I would describe it as 2 months of therapy in 36 hours. It was amazing. It was a trip. I was laughing, I was crying, I was contemplating, meditating. It was amazing. I really do feel like I grew into a slightly better version of myself, hopefully. So I'd encourage you to keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe to the channel for amazing content to come on that, on meditation, on more healthy food and how to live your best life possible. I really do hope you've enjoyed these tips. Let me know how you get on, comment below, get involved in the conversation, share the videos with someone who you think would appreciate and benefit from them. And thank you so much for watching.